interesting facts about famous people.
Westerns that make men cry. Now I know we guys don't like to admit it, but you have to admit some westerns just have a way of getting at you, right? We're only human. Today we will look at a handful of westerns that just have that certain something that gets you in that way. Grab your Kleenex and let's go. If you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Let's get into it in no particular order. Old Yeller, 1957. A western directed by Robert Stevenson and produced by Walt Disney, starring Dorothy McGuire and Fess Parker, with Tommy Kirk and Kevin Corcoran, about a boy and a dog in post-Civil War Texas. The film is based upon the 1956 novel of the same name by Fred Gibson. Gibson also co-wrote the screenplay along with William Tunberg. The final scenes in this movie were torture. We all see ourselves in the boy whose heart was breaking, having to step up and be a man to put down his best friend. I'm sorry, but if you didn't cry at the end of this movie, you're not a real man. Tombstone, 1993. A classic western. Sam Elliott and Kurt Russell are in it, so you know it's good. Featuring the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral. I would bet even those who've never seen the film know about this famous gunfight. With masculine stereotypes such as a retired lawman who comes back because of injustice, and a man with failing health that can still draw his gun faster than the bad guy. Despite the ultra-macho that Val, Doc Holliday Kilmer, brings to the screen, the film ends with him in a sanatorium. Before his death, he remarks at the revelation that he's about to die with his boots off. A sobering reminder that no matter how immortal we men feel in real life, there's still something that's going to get us in the end. We shed a tear for Doc, wishing he died with dignity on his feet. Likewise, we wish he could have died with more than just wire dirt to mourn him. The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, 2007. Robert Ford is enamored with Jesse James, an infamous outlaw that Robert wants to be like. As fate would have it, Jesse is convinced by his friend, Charlie, Sam Rockwell, to allow his brother Robert into the gang. It came to pass that he shot Jesse in the back of the head. Not only does Robert not get the reward money promised him, but his fame is that of infamy, as you can gauge from the title. Roberts isn't remembered fondly, and heckled until Charlie commits suicide and Robert is murdered. It's such a thin line in westerns to make outlaws lovable while still outlaws, but this film nailed it. You hate Casey, Rob Ford, Affleck for what he did. At the same time feel sorry for him at the many failures he will always be known for. He wanted to be a legend, but only accomplished becoming the most famous coward in the West. A destroyed legacy is the worst death of all. True Grit, 2010. Jeff Bridges stars in this western. From his drawl to his demeanour, exuding westernness. A man who drinks to forget what he's done, but does it all over again. The story revolves around the daughter, Mattie Ross, of a father killed by Josh Brolin, Tom Chaney. Ross hires Rooster, Jeff Bridges, to bring in her father's killer. Near the end, she gets hurt. Bridges needs to get her to a doctor, far away. He puts her on his horse and rides. He pushes his horse to the point of collapse, forced to shoot the animal. Then, while being old, fat, wounded and tired, carries her and runs her the rest of the way, for what must have been an entire day and night. A tremendously powerful scene. An unfit man who has shown no remorse or care for anyone, pushing himself past exhaustion to save this little girl. I was impressed. For those who are fans of John Wayne's original, the end is just as moving, maybe more, maybe. The Searchers, 1956. We couldn't get through this list of westerns without including The Duke. John Wayne was in many westerns. This one is at the top end of the list. It's a crime that he didn't get an Oscar for this movie. John Wayne's neighbour loses some cattle. Wayne rides out to find them. Surprise, it was an Indian trap. Returning, the Duke's family is either abducted or dead. Nothing to do with the dead ones other than bury them. So it's time to search for the abducted girls. Wayne goes through an epic long journey to find his niece. After years, he finally comes to the end of his search. After years of living as one of the wives of the Comanche chief, Scar, his niece knows no other life and wants to remain with the tribe. Ever the bitter hater of Comanche, Wayne tries to kill the loved one he has been searching for all this time, while her brother Marty tries to protect her. A sickening moment, full of irrational emotion and desperation, but all ends well. One of the most memorable endings in any Western ever. While we are talking about John Wayne, did I hear somebody say, the Cowboys, 1972? When his cattle drivers abandon him for the goldfields, rancher Will Anderson is forced to take on a collection of young boys as his drivers in order to get his herd to market in time to avoid financial disaster. The boys learn to do a man's job under Anderson's tutelage. However, neither Anderson nor the boys know that a gang of cattle thieves is stalking them. Spoiler alert, this is one of the short list of movies where Wayne lost his life. For those who don't know, the bad guy, after an impressive fight and some underhanded tactics, takes down Duke in front of the boys he had been travelling with. The boys didn't take it so well. The bad guy lived to see revenge at the hands of the boys who had become men. I feel a tear welling at the thought of it. Shane, 1953. A gunslinger with a shadowy past rides into town. Our mysterious stranger takes work as a farmhand on a farm that is under attack by a villain who wants the farm. The reason this one is on the list is the ending. The son of the farmer idolized this stranger after being saved by him and doesn't want him to leave after a deadly gunfight. The stranger rides off, wounded. It's unclear if the boy was aware that the stranger is likely going to die, as he's calling for him to stay. Time for a tissue.
We want you, Shane.
Joey, there's no living with a killing. There's no going.
I've got things for you to do! And Mother wants you! Shane! Come back!
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.